friends, welcome back to the channel. So here we are with another Halloween haul, and I wasn't actually planning on hauling for another few weeks, but I have a plethora of things, so I wanted to show you guys what I got because I'm hoping that you guys can find it in your area too. Most of the things that I got this time were from Dollarama. So Dollarama's Halloween is fantastic. So I had a couple of things that I wanted to show you guys that are way more expensive at other stores, that if you go to the dollar store you can probably find some great alternatives. So there was one specific one that I was kind of peeved when I went somewhere else and it was super expensive, but I found it at the dollar store today. So I wanted to show you that. I've got some new spooky dishware. We've got some little tchotchkes and doodads and all of the things. So let's hop right in here, and we're starting with Dollarama. So the thing that I'm talking about that I said that I was looking somewhere else, so when I was at Michael's, they had the black Branchy Trees, and I really wanted to get some for my front foyer setup for this year, and they were $30 each. $30, and I was like, oh my god. So I was saying to Matthew, I was like, you know, I'm really hoping they still have some left for when the Halloween starts going on for the buy one get one free, and because like I just refused to pay it. I just refused. So I went to Dollarama today, and they did have some Branchy Trees there. Now the only thing that I don't like about these is that they're glittery, but these were $2.50 each, so $5 for two, and they look pretty good. I mean, they've got these little like weighted things down here. They're very heavy, so they're great if you want to put outside as well, if you were worried about them tipping over. And they are kind of posable a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't move these around too much, but they do look spooky. Like I said, I'm not big on sparkles. Like I'm 40 years old. I'm kind of past my sparkle phase, but these still look really super cute. And I mean, for the display that I want to do up in my foyer area, they're going to be just fine, just perfect. And I might actually go back and get a couple of more to put in other areas of the house. I mean, you can't beat $2.50, so $5 for two as opposed to $60 for two. So this I thought was a great alternative. Okay, so one thing that Matthew and I love to do during Halloween is just having a whole spread of different kinds of finger foods and stuff like that, and we put on a movie and the whole thing. So funny enough, because I've always said, like, I like my Halloween to be very subdued, blacks and reds and maybe some dark purples and stuff like that, but for some reason I just was in the mood in that area of the house, because I'm doing a couple of different themes, but in that area of the house I wanted the full-blown like kitschy Halloween for my buffet table. So for Halloween weekend, because actual like October 31st falls on a Monday, so we're going to be doing like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I have whole menus that are planned out, and we're going to be watching specific movies, our favorite Halloween movies, during that weekend. So I found these at the dollar store as well. So they have these plastic tablecloths, of course. So they had these were $1.25. These were $1.25, and then they had these great table runners. They're like lace, and they had this one with pumpkins, and I have another version there as well. So, and these are really quite long, so the tablecloth is quite big, and these are 14 by 72 inches. So 72 inches is what, 6 feet? So that's pretty long. So when I set up my table, this is going to be perfect. So I thought the whole purple and orange theme for a night would be really cool. So if you can see the picture there. So I mean, I thought for $3 plus $1.25, so $4.25 to do like a little table setup And, you know, just the whole orange and purple I think is fantastic. It's very Halloween-y. So really, really pleased with this. And it feels like it's pretty good quality. So, you know, I probably would have gone to like Homesense or Winners and paid like $9.99 for something like this. So super, super happy with that purchase. And so I got 2 different themes. So we're going to be doing 3 setups, but I got 2 different ones so far. And we'll see what happens. I might get a different one, or I might just do 2 nights with the same thing. But I also got the orange tablecloth, and then I got a black runner. So this one is a spider web pattern. So really, really nice. It feels great. Like I said, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And you're definitely going to pay more at other places. So $3, these are the same thing, 14 by 72, and put the orange underneath for, you know, a whole spooky, spooky vibe. So the other awesome purchase that I found at the dollar store that you'll definitely pay more somewhere else are just these little fairy lights. So these were $2, and I put some batteries in one just so I could show you. So these are orange, and you know, just your standard fairy lights, but these strings are actually fairly long. So I'm actually gonna get more of these garlands, and above where I do my like where my kitchen cupboards are, I'm just gonna wrap some of these little fairy lights around. So I have 3 so far. I think that's probably gonna be long enough. But for the sake of $2, I mean, that's pretty good. So that'll be like a whole kitchen area that I'll be doing with these little fairy lights, and probably maybe around my TV, and maybe even around the little Halloween buffet that we're doing. So I thought these were a fantastic purchase. So orange fairy lights. Okay, lots and lots from the dollar store. So these cupcake holders, they were $1.25. So I've gotten these at like Walmart or somewhere like that, and you get a pack of like, you know, 20 or a pack of 50 for quite expensive. So I was happy to get 50 of these for $1.25. So I went ahead and picked up a couple of packs because, of course, you know, probably save some till next year. But once fall hits, I'm in full baking mode. So these are going to be great. So we have some little spiders and pumpkins, and some skulls and spider webs. And then we've got a googly eye and some pumpkins again. So super, super happy with those as well. Oh, and the other thing that was a great alternative to a Michaels purchase, Michaels has these little packages of like their little mini bones or bats or whatever, and you could use it as filler, kind of like in my Mildred, she has like the glowing stones in the bottom. So the dollar store had these little bags of the same sort of filler. So these are just little plastic, like, I mean, they're not as good quality as the Michaels ones, but the Michaels ones were like $7. So I got these, I believe, for $1 each. So there's little purple bats, and I've got 2 other kinds. So I like to buy this kind of stuff during the Halloween season, because when we're doing giveaways or when I'm sending packages to friends and other people and stuff like that, I like to have little things like this to throw in. It just makes it that much better. So they also had little bones. So these are just little plastic bones, and these were great. So they have these little plastic ghosts as well. Oh, I can't get him open, but they're little ghosties that you can just use as filler, like if you wanted to do like a bit of a vase with a candle, or like DIYs stuff with the kids, or like I like using this stuff for is to throw in for, you know, packages when I send them off to other people. And then also from the dollar store, and I wanted to point these out because I know I went to a couple of other places this week, and their spooky napkins are way overpriced. So these were great. I thought these were fantastic because these are everyday spooky for me. So I got these with a skull and a little death's head moth on there, and these are 18 napkins for $1.50. So like, you know, when you go to the dollar store, they have very kitschy things like you know, very cutesy stickers and stuff like that. But I thought these were great because these are very, very much everyday spooky for me. So I think I'm actually going to go back and buy a few more packs because Matt and I on Friday and Saturday nights, we like to do, you know, a little bit of a spread and have kind of like, you know, our date nights and stuff like that when we watch movies. And these are just great little accompaniments that can make it just seem that much more spooky. So I really, really like these, and they're not kitschy at all. The skull looks really, really good. And so I wanted to point these out to you guys in case you have a Dollarama, if you're in Canada, if you have a Dollarama in your area. So those were fantastic. So I also got like a whole bunch of other stuff. I got stickers, I got like little pens, and I got like pencils and erasers and stuff like that. So I got a lot of this stuff to do with the kids' Halloween bags, like their treat bags, but I also like to have stuff like this to throw in with giveaways and when I send other packages as well. So when it comes to Halloween, like I buy things that I use all year long as well. So I'm not going to show you all of the little bits and bobs, but I do have a whole crap ton of this stuff and a whole bunch of treats that I bought at the dollar store as well. So next up from Homesense. So I went back to Homesense because, like I said, we're doing this whole spooky buffet table. So they had fantastic bowls, like with the hands of the skeleton hands holding them up, and plates and dinnerware and all of that sort of thing. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And this year at Homesense, they're killing it. It's blowing it out of the water. And it's funny because it was only a couple of days before we went shopping that I mentioned to Matthew a specific item that I had seen or heard of somewhere before, and we walked in and there they were. So that is this. So I got this tiered tray that has a little skeleton hand. So our whole kind of upstairs area with the buffet area especially is very skeleton themed. So they had this one that has the 2 tiers, and this is metal. It's not plastic, it's fully metal. So they had this one, and I got this one specifically because I wanted to do a coffee themed tiered tray that goes underneath my cupboards in my kitchen, and this does fit. The other one would have been too big. It actually has another tier on the bottom, and it's just beautiful. I love this piece so much, and I can't wait to do a little Halloween themed tiered tray to go in my kitchen. And the next thing was actually something that I purchased a while ago. I just totally forgot to tell you guys about it. So this is a little set of those metal ice cubes, so you can freeze them, and these are little skulls. So it comes in a pack of 4. There you go. So it comes in a pack of 4, and you just, it has like a little baggie there, and you can just throw them in your freezer. I have actually used these, and they're fantastic. So you just throw them in your freezer, and you can put them in your cocktails. And like for me, I don't drink alcohol, so I just throw them in my Pepsi or whatever, and it comes like with little tongs. So you could have a whole spooky little bar if you wanted to. And they had great like highball glasses and champagne flutes and beer steins and all kinds of different things that you could put on your bar for Halloween. So I just bought these, like I said, for our spooky date nights all year long. So I'm just gonna throw them in the little baggie and keep them in the freezer. And like I said, they work perfectly fine. I was really actually pleasantly surprised with this purchase. So those I thought were super, super cute. And then I got a couple of more bowls to go with our buffet table that I'm going to be doing. So this one, I already have one bowl that I bought last year. It's a really, really big glass bowl, and it has the metal skeleton hands that are coming up. So this one is fantastic. Just look at them. So this is like metal. It's very heavy metal, and it has these spider legs coming off them. And this is very, very well made. How much was this? So $30, but really, really well made. And of course, this is $30 Canadian, so you'll get it much cheaper in the States if you can find it at Home Goods. But super, super cute. So this will probably be holding our cauliflower wings, because we're going to be doing cauliflower wings for one of the nights. So I thought this was super cute, and it's going to look really, really awesome on a buffet table. And then the other bowl that I got was this one. So this one has little metal bats. So again, very, very well made, and really, really nice salad bowl here. We're not going to be using it for salad because there's not going to be any salad on Halloween weekend, let me tell you. But super cute. And I'm just so impressed with how well this stuff is made. So like, this is very heavy metal, and you know, you can tell the bowl is finished really well. So this stuff is not cheap. It definitely was a little bit more pricey, but this is all year round spooky for me. So we're going to be setting it up on our Halloween buffet, but like, I will be using this all year round, and I'm so happy with it. It reminds me that would be like something in Dracula's kitchen. I was just so pleased with it. So those are a couple of new bowls that I got in my tiered tray. And the last thing that I have from Homesense, this is going to be really funny to you guys because it's a pink mug. And I don't have pink anything. But I thought this was a really cool iridescent mug, but I just loved, so it says haunted, which I am, but I just loved the font on this mug. It is debossed, and it was just really super cute. It was $6. So Michaels, let me tell you, I'm just ranting on Michaels, and we're going to be looking at some of their stuff here in a second. They had little mugs that were smaller than this, they had a little ghost and they had a little pumpkin, and they were like $15 plus tax. Like, no. Absolutely not. I'm not going to pay $15 for a mug that's like not even like big. It doesn't, you know, it's just a regular sized mug. So I was so happy that I got this one because that font is just everything to me. It's even hard to see it here because there's so much glare, but I just thought it was hilarious because I don't have pink anything, but haunted I definitely am. So we got the mug. Oh, one thing that I wanted to show you guys before we go on to the Michael stuff was this. So this is going to be so much fun. So I got a Kit Kat haunted house. So this is like, you know, you get your gingerbread house for Christmas. This is a Kit Kat house for Halloween, and it comes with the orange icing, and it has Smarties, and it has these little dudes and stuff there. So I bought this for Halloween weekend for Matt and I to put together, maybe when we're watching Halloween Town or something like that. I just thought it was super cute, and it'll go on our buffet table hopefully after we're finished, if it doesn't completely fall apart, because you know these things are not the easiest things in the world to put together sometimes. But I wanted to show that to you guys because I thought it was super cute. Okay, so now for the stuff that I actually did get at Michael's. So we got a couple of little bits and bobs. So I bought a stamp set that has all of these Halloween symbols. So this is to go in my my reading journal, and if I want to send a letter or I'm sending packages or whatever. So I do have a stamp pad here. So this is one of those things that I've got to buy during this season and in order to use all year long. So I thought it was super cute, and it was only a couple of dollars. Yeah, it was only $6. So I went ahead and got the stamps, and so it has bats and cats and pumpkins and ghosts and tombstones and all the things to make your letters or your reading journal or whatever super spooky. So I got those, and along the same lines I got a sticker pack. So this has like pumpkins and spiders and all kinds of things in there. So we got some of that too. So for the actual Halloween decor that I bought this little candelabra, and this is so cute because, oh, he's backwards. They had the other candelabra there that it actually fits the pillar candles, but it has those danglies off of it. It's kind of like the old-fashioned chandelier kind of danglies on it, and it's kind of brushed a little bit with black and gold, and I liked it, but I didn't love it because I would end up cutting those things off, and it wasn't what I was looking for. But this one was. So this one is super cute. So it's got little spider webs and bats, and you just put little tea lights in here. So this is going to be probably going on my table upstairs, my kitchen table. I'm doing kind of like a, I guess you would say like a fortune teller type theme in that little area of my kitchen. So I'm hoping that this one will fit in, but I just loved the little bats on there, and this also is not plastic, it's metal. So I was really super happy with this piece. And the next one I was super happy with as well. So this one I got today, this skeleton, this black skeleton. He's missing his arms. It's supposed to be like that. They're not actually supposed to be there. You can tell they're not supposed to be there. But the reason why I got this, he was not cheap. He was actually quite expensive for what he is. You know, he's resin, but I just loved the look of him. So the way his head is kind of tilted to the side and his face is very sinister. So this is definitely, like, I'm not into really a whole lot of cutesy Halloween. Like this is very much my style. And even the back of him, like you can see his scapula and his spine and everything. So just the detail that was in this piece. So this one will be going in my foyer as well, with some branchy trees and a couple of other little things. So I'm not sure what he does. You can put 3 AAA batteries in him in the bottom, and he does have a switch, but no idea what he does. Like, he doesn't have any lights in his eyes, so it's not that. He might make sounds. So I don't have any batteries with me right now, so I will show you guys, but I did just absolutely love the look of him, like just the detail in this piece. So he wasn't cheap, but I did have my 30% off coupon. If you forget to bring your coupons when you go to Michael's, just pull them up on your phone. You can pull them up right off the website to make sure, because you know, when things are 30% off, they're a little bit easier to swallow with the Michael's prices. So he ended up being half reasonable after my 30% off. So really super happy with him. I couldn't come home without him. He just looks so sinister, and just the whole expression. So absolutely loved this piece. So Michael's decor this year is really great. It's really great. Even though I do complain about some of their prices sometimes, it's a little over the top. Like it's a little over the top. But you know, some of their pieces is absolutely fantastic. So the next items that I got, it's kind of funny, but I still did want to share them with you guys. So over the winter months, I wanted to be able to teach myself how to make those book sleeves. Book sleeves are very expensive, and especially if you're getting them, usually the shops that I know of are from the States, and by the time you put shipping on there, they're super expensive. So I really want to teach myself how to make book sleeves. So I got some material. So I wanted to share the material that I got. So I got this one. This one's really super cute. So this one has Jack and Sally. And this was the most expensive one that I bought, of course, because it's licensed. But isn't that cute? I love this one. Jack and Sally are just quintessential Halloween. I've already watched Nightmare Before Christmas once this year, and I'm sure it's going to get at least one more play. So then I found this one, and this one is very sparkly, actually. But I just loved the design on it. It was very plain. It's very everyday spooky, and I just loved it. So I don't love that it's a sparkly fabric, but just the design, and it has like spiders. Like if you look really closely, like you think it's kind of like a gothic sort of wallpaper, partially paisley kind of thing. But if you look at it, it has really sinister skulls in there, and spiders and spider webs and all of the things. So really super cute. Here, I'll just see if you can point out some of the, so you can see some skulls in there and the spiders. So really super cute. So when I looked at it, like I said, I don't love that it's sparkly, but it's just the detail that I absolutely fell in love with. And then I got these two. So these are the same pattern in 2 different colors. So again, with the sparkly, again, I don't love, but I just love the pattern. So this one is spiders and spider webs on a purple background, which purple is my favorite color. And then we've got the same pattern on an orange background. So very, very cute. I wanted to start putting together a little collection of spooky fabric now that it's out in the fabric store. So I got this at Michael's. I'm gonna go visit Fabricland as well because I think they'll probably have a huge selection also. So I got myself some spooky fabric. I'm hoping to get a used sewing machine at some point and teach myself a new skill. Teach myself how to use a sewing machine and maybe make some spooky book sleeves, which I think is going to be absolutely fantastic because everybody hates when their books get bent when they throw them in their purse or in their bag or whatever. So really happy with my selection of fabric that I got. So there you guys go. That is everything for this haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, if you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Leave me a question or comment down below because you know I love chatting with you guys. But until next time, stay spooky, everybody. Bye.